Welcome back to the channel. In our last video, we talk about computer science for O-level students and we talk about component P1. Today in this video, we'll talk about component P2. Students, there is a one thing which you need to be understand, which should be clearly डिफाइन कि आपने P1 एज वेल एज P2 दोनों के लिए अपने आप को प्रिपेयर करना है. एज आई टोल्ड यू P1 is totally based on theory and P2 is totally depending on the programming concepts. So all we know that is what is programming and what is basically program all that and what are kind of programming languages are that today we are actually go through, and we are definitely have an idea about like Python, Java, all that. But in this course we are not supposed to be having a programming language. We will discuss about initial stages. Before switching the programming language, we will talk about some algorithm designs, programming logics, flowchart, and pseudocode. So in this video I will tell you that which content is basically a part of P2. Before moving to this, you need to be clear. The total marks for the P2 is basically 75, and the time which is assigned from Cambridge is 1 hour and 45 minutes. Section 2, Algorithms, Programming and Logic. Algorithm design and problem solving is totally the whole chapter, which is covering the 50% portion of your paper. In this chapter you will learn about the stages. For example, if you are going to solve a problem, there is a basically some steps you needs to be followed. For example, analysis, number 2 design, number 3 coding, and number 4 testing. So all these 4 stages we will discuss in program development life cycle. When we talk about the stages, further if we define the basically there are those 2 stages of analysis in which we will talk about decomposition and abstraction. Number 1, abstraction means that you just discard unnecessary elements, and decomposition means that you just keep unnecessary elements. You just keep necessary information that is required to complete your problem. Number 3, explain the purpose of an algorithm, which is basically purpose of an algorithm. It is the graphical representation of your problem, and it is an easier way to explain the solution to your problems. And problems means your problems relates to the computer, the machine, whatever we are going to be. Later on we will discuss about what kind of problems here we are talking about. We will talk about standard methods of solution, definitely solutions. For example, the problems of our solution can be algorithm, that can be a pseudocode, that can be a flowchart. Well, we will talk about validation and verification, which is an important part of your problem. It means that you verify either whatever you are entering data into your machine, either manually or from machine, is it right, is it wrong. Next, we just test the data, either the solution we make for our problems, is it suitable or not. When we talk about errors in algorithms, definitely when we create some things, when we make some things, when we make algorithms, there's a chances that maybe this algorithm, this flowchart, this algorithm pseudocode may be having some errors. So in this section we will talk about errors in algorithms, and then we will talk about writing and amending algorithms. Chapter number 8, which is basically depending on programming concepts. We will start from the programming concepts, and then we will talk about we switch to the chapter number 7. Chapter number 8, which is I'm talking about identifiers, variables, rules for the variables, data types, all that. In this chapter you will find out the ingredients of all your programming concept, that what is the basically ingredients to develop a program, to develop a pseudocode, to develop a flowchart, and how can you write complete, how can you make a logic for the your problem. Chapter number 8 may you will talk about arrays. Arrays is the basically another user defined data type. Here we are not supposed to be we will talk about further refined types of data. We will just talk about another topic, which is arrays, and you having a multiple values with the same data type. Next we will talk about file handling, and chapter number 9, which is most interesting, database. Database which is keeping the record of all your information, and in this section it is the most easiest chapter, and P2 is also having a major question from this chapter and chapter number 9 as well. These 4 chapters are basically required to be prepared for yourself in P2. Chapter number 10, which is basically Boolean logic. Boolean algebra is the most easiest chapter, and these last two chapters are very easy, and we will definitely cover its syllabus, its content, what ingredients and what kind of information is basically required to be prepare yourself for the Cambridge exam, and how can you prepare your past papers questions. So to students, stay updated and stay connected with this channel. In this channel we will solve all the past papers related to 2210 and 047A. We will cover the content, as well as we will solve the past paper questions, that how Cambridge will ask question and how will you attempt the questions. All right, so if there is a any question related to this contents, you can comment. I will definitely answer you. So don't forget to press the bell icon button and stay updated. Thank you so much.